Welcome to another episode of the Village Boy Podcast. It is your host, Tres, and we're just going to get into it. We're going to talk again about Africa. We're going to talk about the country of Cameroon. Cameroon just had its presidential election on the October, what was that? October 12th. And the results only became known to Cameroonians 27 days on the 27th of October because the machine that you see in the background, this old man, look at them, look at him. Let's bring up that picture. So you see the people in the background. Paul Biya, who has been president since the average Cameroonian was born. He was president in 1982, and he's 92 years old, and he just was declared by the man to his right, Clement Atangana, who is a maternal uncle of his. Clement Atangana himself is 91 years old. He is the president of the Constitutional Council, this fake body that was created by Paul Biya to certify and announce or proclaim results. So Paul Biya appoints his maternal uncle, Clement Atangana. He is the one in charge to confirm who won the election. Claude Meka, who's 91 years old, is also the chief of police. Claude Meka is a southern name from Paul Biya's village, his region. Marcel Nyat Jifenji, he's 84 years old. He is as sick and as sick can be. He is the president of the Senate, and the most useless body. Nobody knows what the Senate does. It's just a body that was created to ensure that Biya has total and complete control of the country. The Senate is made up of 100 members, right? Of those 100 members, Biya appoints 30. Before any elections, he secures 30 for himself. So imagine going into election where the president, the undisputed president, has the Constitutional Council in his pocket. His maternal uncle is the Constitutional Council president. You would always declare elections for your brother because there's no integrity in this part of Cameroon. So the army is in his pocket. So the army is always going to do because the person running the army is also a member of his ethnic background. Nyat is from the West. These are the elite. You know, in most countries, the elite are always the people oppressing the younger, the less fortunate people. So Nyat is from the Western region. The business minds, the entrepreneurial spirit of Cameroon come from the western part of the country, and the elite part of this country are all attached to Biya. Laurent Eso, this is the one rare person who seems to not be nobody knows where he truly fits. Laurent Eso, he's from the littoral part of the country, and he kind of like is the Minister of Justice. But the problem with justice in Cameroon is once Biya takes you in, you are going to be condemned. You're going to go to jail. Nobody has ever won Biya in a military tribunal. Once they take you, you are gone because the system is rigged that way. And as Laurent Isso comes up as somebody who wants to be different, but he still bends and kowtows to Biya's whims and caprices. Kavaye Jibril, this one has lost his faculties. He doesn't even know where he is. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. The microphone had to be seized from him a few weeks ago in what was appeared to be the only campaign stop that Biya did. He came from Switzerland and he was reminded that, hey, you're running for president. You need to go up north. This is where Cavalier Jibril is. He's Muslim. He is from the northern part of Cameroon. So they had organized what would have been considered a campaign rally. So Biya was notified that he needs to go up north to talk to the northerners and tell them that was the only stop that Biya made in the course of this campaign. And while Cavalier was talking, nobody knows what he was saying. He was very confused, very disoriented, very out of sync. He's 85 years old. He has signs of dementia and Alzheimer's. That's to be expected for people of this age. Most of them, Defenji, myself, Biya himself was in the UN not too long ago. He didn't even know where he was. He was asking who are these people in attendance. This is a 92-year-old who has a flight of ideas, in and out, confusion, and definitely we've seen signs of early onset of dementia. And to say a 92-year-old will be lucid is just somebody who does not understand science. Are there people who are 92 years old, very lucid? Yes, they are. But Biya is no such person. So you've looked at the foundation, the brick, the core of the Biya fabric. These are the people that keep the Biya machine going. So let's go ahead and after the election, after Atanganji, after Atanganji is in my head. He has relisted in my head because that's how evil that man is. After the election results, the Constitutional Council proclaimed that Biya had won a fake election that he lost. A man who does not campaign, a man who never told Cameroonians that he never came out and told Cameroonians that he was running for president. Members of his parties announced that he was running for president. This is a president Cameroonians don't know of, don't see, don't hear of. He just appears, right? So he never formally came out and announced that he was running for president, never campaigned, never told any Cameroonians to go out there and vote for him. But he won in a significant landslide. He won in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, where there's constant war against him. He won in the northwest regions with 86%, where there is a war against him. The people fighting him voted for him 86%. If you believe that, I have the Washington Commander Stadium to sell for you. I could sell you that stadium because that team is just as bad. So I have, as an Eagles fan, I'm going to pick on them. So if you believe that Biya can win in the northwest region of Cameroon, then I could sell you. I own the title and the deeds of the land that the Washington Commanders, I want to say Redskins, but it's going to be offensive to a few liberals who are my followers, by the way. The Washington Commander Stadium is out there that I'm going to sell to you so you can buy and build a corn farm out there. So let's go ahead and watch this video. This is right after the election, right? As you can see, Clement Antangana, 84-year-old president of the Cameroon Constitutional Council, like I said, it's a fake body created for Biya's pleasure. After the proclamation of Biya's victory, right? All right, your fear is great if your eye turns towards those who blaspheme against you. He's doing some spiritual stuff. But here is the man who just came out. He's supposed to be neutral. For those of you who don't understand French, I'm going to take the time to translate. This is the president of the Constitutional Council, a neutral body, a so-called independent body that is supposed to be neutral and in proclaiming the results. So I'm going to let him talk, and then we're going to play it again just so I translate for those who don't understand French, and I let you know what exactly he is saying. So let's go ahead. Je
suis content que vous vous réjouissiez à la fois du travail fait par votre père et la victoire de votre candidat.
Okay, so you've watched it. For those of you who understand, you get it. So I'm not going to further explain. I'm just going to now translate for those who don't understand French. And then we're going to talk about the video of today. So this was going to be the video of today. So let's play it again, and then we'll pause and translate at every turn.
Je suis content que vous vous réjouissiez.
I am happy that you are very happy. You're very elated, right? I'm happy that you're very elated.
À la fois du travail fait par votre père.
You're very elated for the work that has been done by your father. In this case, he is the father. He is their father. So he's saying that I am happy that you guys are happy for the work that I have done. I, your father, has done, right? By proclaiming Biya president. So I am happy to see that you guys are happy that I, your father, has for the work that I have done. So that so far, that's what he has said.
Et la victoire de votre candidat.
Okay, I am happy that you guys are elated for the work that I have done towards the victory of your candidate. Your candidate in this case is Paul Biya. This is the this is the man that just proclaimed Biya president. He's toasting, he's drinking a champagne. This is a neutral person who is saying that I'm happy to see you guys happy that for the work that I did to ensure that your candidate Paul Biya won the election. It's not AI. It's not docs. There's a video where Grok was asked. We can go you go if you find this video, go and ask Grok. Was this video done in 2018? I'm looking for that video. Unfortunately, I've not been able to see where somebody asked Grok, because this is on X. Was this video done in 2018? And Grok specifically said, no, this video was done after he proclaimed the results on the 27th. So let me go back and see if I can find that video. If I can't find it, but I'll keep looking. Right. So this is the president of the Constitutional Council, right? Talking about he's happy to see people happy for the work that he has done to ensure that their candidate won the election. It's not to ensure that the right candidate won. This is a man toasting. He's drinking champagne, right? He's happy. This is Biya's maternal uncle, right? This is his maternal uncle from the same bloodline. This right here in a normal country should nullify that election because it was impartial. It was rigged with this kind of behavior. The people no longer have shame. The people no longer care what happens. They are doing it blatantly in your face and putting it out there for the world to see. And we have countries who are congratulating Biya. You have the United African Union who is congratulating Biya when the person who is asked, this could have happened out of sight in privacy. But to see the chairman, the president of the Constitutional Council, congratulating himself to ensure that their candidate won, it's a new low, even for Cameroonians. It's an insult of unfathomable logic. This is not hitting below the belt. This is hitting the horse when it's on the floor dead. This is what Clement Atangana just did. Right? That's what he just did. I mean, have you ever, for those who enjoy politics, some people are just not into politics that way. But for those who enjoy politics, have you ever seen where the person asked to read out results is the same person celebrating the work that he did to ensure that one particular candidate wins that election? I have never seen it. I probably don't delude myself or doubt that it happens, but it happens in obscurity. It happens behind the scenes. It happens. So when people say Russia collusion, China invaded our elections, look at how they fraud in Cameroon in your face. Russia and China, if they are experts in cheating in elections, need to go to Cameroon and learn how it's done. They do it in your faces. This was the very next day. The same day, sorry, the same day. Let me try to look for that video because I want you guys to be able to believe me when I say somebody has already asked Grok if that celebration was true. So let me just take some time. Bear with me. Let me look for it to see if I can find it. Just bear with me, my dear people. Take a couple of minutes. The president of the Constitutional Council celebrating, right? Celebrating. Let's look for it together so you guys just see how the parts of Africa are reacting to this particular scenario, right? Why does Africa hold elections? Why does the AUC and the Commonwealth, EU, UN send observers to a country where anyone with a naked eye can see it was or will be rigged? Right? People are asking the question. Right? Look at the people. The average age in Cameroon is 16 years, but their administrators are ancestors. Right? I don't want this video to take forever and a day. See how people are reacting to it? After declaring Paul Biya winner of the fraudulent election, Clement Atangana, president of the Constitutional Council, is seen in this video in his home, jubilating and making toast with some supporters of the ruling party who came to thank him for a job well done. And people, leaders across the world are calling Biya to thank him. In 2017, 2018, we didn't even see this. We didn't even see, and he did the same thing. He gave Biya the election. We didn't see this level of disdain, this level of disrespect, this level of condescendence towards the world, towards everybody. Anybody that congratulates Biya should be ashamed. And the next segment of videos that I'm planning to do is when the congratulations start coming, we're going to know, because Cameroonians are going to run from their country. They cannot stay under this kind of regime. Cameroonians are going to start running out of their countries, looking for ways, for places where they can seek refuge. Because think about it, the military is owned by Biya, the police is owned by Biya, the justice system is owned by Biya, the Senate, the House of Representatives is owned by Biya. Cameroonians have no outlet. The medias, every aspect of this country is owned and controlled by elements of Paul Biya. Cameroonians have no outlets. The only way they can do is run out of Cameroon. If they try to fight, they are killed. Right now, the international community is condemning the killings. So far, since yesterday, over 20 people have been killed so far for just protesting, right? And so if this thing carries on, it's going to be in the hundreds and thousands of Cameroonians killed because they're fighting a regime that is rigging elections and toasting to the elections. This level of disdain, I have never seen it. Not even in Uganda. At least in Uganda, even Museveni comes out to say that, give me at least one term. I have an unfinished business. I promise you I will not run again. A hell of a horse shit, bullshit, right? That he's saying. But at least to the man's credit, he came out and told Ugandans to vote for him, that I have one term. I have unfinished business. In the man's head, he has work that he needs to do. Paul Biya never said none of this. Paul Biya does not even care. He's going to win. If he campaigns, Museveni actually does campaign. He goes out there and talks to people. He talks to the media in his country. He stays in his country. He visits the local people in his country. Is he a dictator? Yes. Biya does not do none of that stuff. Biya does not campaign. He does not talk to nobody. He just sits. They announce that he's going to run for election and he blows out everybody. And they are celebrating with champagne, toasting for the good job they have done. If I could see this video, I tell you, it would be the happiest thing ever. And oh, I could actually do it myself, right? Let's ask Grok. Why didn't I think about this? Right there. Let's see what Grok says. Hopefully, Grog does me justice. Hopefully, Grog does me justice. Let's keep our hands tight and see what Grog has to say. Grog respond yet? No? Grog didn't respond. All right. Let's go. We'll come back. Let's talk about something else for a few minutes. So let's look at the state of activities, protests. Cameroon does not, because Cameroonians are scared. So they don't protest in waves like other countries that have reasonable militaries that are willing to stand down. So far, because of cameras, before in Cameroon, there were no cameras. So you see the military, the police right there is standing down and the people are protesting, right? And Mimi Mefo, I need to give a lot of credit to her. She's a Cameroonian. She's a Cameroonian woman, the only Anglophone who is really pushing this narrative. There are other people, young people who have started to join in the narrative, but she's in exile. She lives in the UK because the regime imprisoned her. And the one opportunity that she had to run away, she left for the UK. That is what is going to happen. And as long, so you see people, a lot of Cameroonians are in exile. They're living in other people's countries because of the suffocation of a regime. They cannot fight, right? They cannot fight. So you see this video. We're going to try to come back to if Grog was able to come with an answer, then we'll see what Grog said. So far, I don't have an answer. I don't know if I asked the question right. Oh, okay. We have an answer, people. We have an answer. Let's go read what Grog said. So you see Grog is saying this. This video is from October 2020 to October 27 during the Constitutional Council proclamation of Paul Biya's victory in Cameroon's presidential election. Clement Atangana delivered those remarks invoking right after declaring the results. Right after declaring the results that Biya won, he went and took a champagne and did a toast. As confirmed by recent news reports from Al Jazeera, BBC, and Reuters, it matches no 2018 footage. That year's validation lacks this specific innovation. I'm going to ask again. Can you, they don't say please to AI, can you double check to make sure this is from October 27, because many people can't agree that a neutral like the president of the institute. To sure yeah, I played tricks right there, so I kind of threw it off a little bit. Check to make sure this is from October 27, October 27, 2025, because many people, Jesus, can't agree that a neutral body like the president of the Constitutional Council is a. So let's see what it gives, right? Let's try to see what is going to come back. So let's go back to the work that Mimi Mefo is doing. She's posting all kinds of protests. There are a few people, Zumento, my humble self, a few people do it. Look at that, right? This is a country where people voted to be in mass. He was winning 100% all over the place, and the same people that voted for him are protesting. This is just some corrupt politician in Cameroon that received $1 billion francs CFA, over to about $2 million to. He was the first person to congratulate Biya because, of course, he had gotten his money, his Cabral Libby, Pese Aren. We're gonna ignore him. He has nothing to offer. So you can see Cameroonians are frustrated. Let's go ahead and watch this video. And waking up to the realization that Biya just won re-election and he's crying. This video touched me in so many ways. If it was not that, you have to be a man's man. I would have been in emotions. Look, he has lived through the pain and touch. I want the world to see why. the Cameroonians have no outlet. There's an old grandfather who cannot come to terms with the realization that Biya has another 7. And it's not 4 years. 4 years, you could put up with it. It's 7-year terms. So this man is this 93-year-old man is not going to leave power until he's 99 years old. Let's go ahead and watch this. Look at the pain. Look at the pain. They're saying Paul Biya should leave power. And I tell you, if the police comes, they're going to arrest him, beat him up to death, or lock him up for a year or two. Look at that. Look at that old man crying. Right? Crying. All right, let's go back. Grok has an answer for me. Grok says, I have cross-verified via Al Jazeera, Reuters, and BBC report from October 27 to 2018, 27 to 28, 2025, which detailed the live Constitutional Council session where Atanganji proclaimed Biya's win before invoking Ra. Video timestamp. Event context. And phrasings don't align with 2018 or earlier footage, as those lack this ritual. Neutrality debates persist, but the date holds firm based on synchronized coverage. So you could see, right? You could see for yourself that it's from 2027. The president of the Constitutional Council could not hold himself, could not even wait 2 days, could not just act in a statesmanship to just say, you know what, I'm going to act as a neutral person and not take sides. He left after declaring that Biya was the winner and went directly, got some of the best French champagne, because they're drinking French champagne. It has to be from France. They are masters. And was toasting, celebrating the work that he has done, the phenomenal work that he has done, put in place to ensure that Biya wins and stays as president. Stays as president. That's a 92-year-old man or 91-year-old man. So you could see the strategic layer that Biya has gone. So he cares not about campaigning. And foreign countries, knowing this, I understand politics is about interest. True. Politics is about interest. It's not about emotions. It's not about this. It's about what you care. And Cameroon has a lot of resources. Yes, I get that. And I respect that. But what you also have to understand is we're going to look at every country that congratulates Biya in our next episode. And that's going to be the segment we're going to do. For every country that's going to congratulate Biya, we're going to look for opportunities where Cameroonians can migrate to those countries so that they can find safe havens. Because you think Biya is good when Cameroonians cannot even survive in their own country. Cameroonians are going to figure out a way through asylum, through legal and illegal means to come to your country to find refuge. That's what the segment is going to be next. So the countries that have congratulated Cameroon so far are Gabon. Gabon is a sister country to Cameroon. They have oil. There are 2 million people, I think maybe 1.8 million. So it's a safe place for a few Cameroonians to go and start teaching things like English. So we're going to look at smaller countries, but we're going to focus when the big boys start coming in, when the US, England, France start coming in. We're going to look at the countries. We're going to look at the opportunities that are available for immigrants, and we're going to walk them through the processes where they can come to these countries and seek refuge and seek help, because these countries have validated a thief for their own president, and the thief that's going to suppress them, suffocate them, and ask them to go to the street so that the military can then shoot and kill them. No, we're not going to accept that no more. So what's going to happen is once those fake congratulations start coming in, we're going to take each country and we're going to say, this country just congratulated Paul Biya. These are the opportunities. If you want to run away from Cameroon, make yourself available in this country, and this is what you can do to feed yourself. This is what you can do to get legal. This is how you're going to obtain legal status. So that's what we're going to do to apply pressures in this country, so they understand that the responsibility, there's no pressure for them to recognize Biya. There's absolutely no pressure. Just let Cameroon be for its time being. Nobody has a gun to your head to come out and say you have to recognize Biya's election. If you don't, a lot of countries don't recognize Palestine. The world has not come to an end. A lot of countries don't recognize Israel. The world does not come to an end, right? So Canada came out the other day and said they're going to recognize the state of Palestine. Nothing has changed. So Western countries, especially, you have a whole lot to lose, because Cameroonians are going to be flogging into your country. We are going to look into your countries and seek opportunities for immigrants to come. And if you've signed any international treaty to make sure refugees are taken care of, best believe that we're going to make sure that we look into those opportunities and ensure that these people running from Paul Biya, and you've seen, I can show you the videos, right? I can show you the videos. You continue to see the people crying, right? What do you think is going to happen, right? Where's my video? Let me go back to Mimimefo. I don't want to see Tucker Carlson just yet, right? Right. The president-elect made a speech, right? You see, Chad has already come out here. The president of Chad, another country, there's really nothing in Chad to celebrate for. So I'm not going to bother myself. I want, when the AU is an organization, it's a corrupt, the AU is funded by American and European donors. So they're not an independent body. I mean, the AU has not put out fire anywhere in Africa. The AU has not moved Africa out of poverty. The AU has no program, no plan. They have a lot of rhetoric. So I don't really give two shits about the AU. It's a stupid organization that has no value. That's just some corrupt minister. Even after makeup, she still looks terribly ugly. So look at that. This is just Yaoundé. The people that they're just running. They don't even know why they're running. They're just running, right? They're just running up and down. So this is a fake election result. All of these people really won just in their respective villages, most of them. Biya, again, it's his election. He sets his people, he sets rules, and he's going to win. So a governor, the governor of the Littoral region, nobody ever elected. He was appointed by Biya. Biya appoints the governors. I mean, a lot of people are asking, like, how do Cameroonians tolerate this? Imagine the governor of your own region is not even elected by you. He doesn't even represent you. He doesn't even see you as a factor of interest. He works for Biya. His orders come because Biya appointed him. All the governors in Cameroon are appointed. Ask any country, have you ever heard that governors are appointed? Do you think that this governor can go into some region and say, let's go ahead and look for donors in Europe that will come and start, international investors that will come? They don't do that. It's not their job. They're civil servants. They work for Biya. How do you imagine in your life that a governor is appointed to come and govern your state? And when he is done, they're going to move him from here and send him to another region. These people are there just to make sure that Biya controls that region full and extended. Because there's no reason. There's no reason why the people of that region cannot even elect their own governor to represent them. Nigerians, you begin to understand. In Nigeria, does the federal government appoint governors? You elect your governors. Your governors are the presidents in your respective states. It's not because they call it a region or a state or no. The governor does not work on behalf of the people. He works. You think that if Biya tells this governor that I need this to happen, and the people say that is not going to happen, who do you think the governor is going to listen to? His boss or the people? If he listens to the people, what's going to happen? Biya is just going to have him arrested and transferred somewhere else. Even if it doesn't arrest him, transfer him, demote him, make him into some regular clerk in some office. You think that these guys, with the benefits they get, they're going to try to listen to the people or listen to Paul Biya? Cameroonians are suffocated at every level. And when you push a man to the wall and he can't fight back, he's going to break the wall and go out the other way. Right? All Cameroonians have are stones. Look at how impoverished this country is. Look, this is a city. This is the capital city. This is Yaoundé. This is the capital of Yaoundé. Let's blow out this video. Because a lot of people think that because Cameroon is good in football, it means it's some country that this man has been. Look at the streets. This is the capital. Look at that. 43 years as the president. Look at this. This is what Africa do at some point. A lot of Africans are finding out that this country that has been known as the powerhouse of African culture, and that's all it's on fire right now. This Uganda is saying that and turn up that fire. But when it's still the barbaric with the Cameroon people, they're exceptional, right? They're exceptional. They're good at it. Correct? Look at this. This is the capital of Cameroon, Yaoundé. 43 years, and the man is still there. I keep jumping out of this. Why? I need to round up right now, guys. It's just this is so juicy. I can't even round up. I need to call it a day. Right? The video is getting too long. It shouldn't be this long. Right? These are the dictators. They've all fallen, except the chief. Every traditional ritualistic title in Africa, they've given it to him. Right? In Guinea, Alpha Conte, he was another dictator. He was ousted in 2021. Right? He's God. But the thing is, they have one identity, a few multiples. See, they have one identity, right? Meritorious manumission is in Cameroon, life and present. So it's fractured in so many ways. Just go Google meritorious manumission and see that it's life and present in Cameroon. Blaise Compaoré, after killing Sankara in Burkina Faso, the Burkinabés rose up and took him out, right? In Zaire, the famous Mobutu Sese Seko, that had one of those historic fights with Muhammad Ali and I think George Foreman. He invited them in Africa back in the days, and they fought. He was a dictator worse than Biya, but he developed. Biya is just useless because he's a dictator that does nothing for his country. Other dictators at least do some level of development, right? Improve they are dictators because they're ruthless. They kill people a lot, but they also do development, right? If you even look at the carnage, the inhumanity that was Hitler, you say what he did was unimaginable, an abomination. But Biya does that. Biya does that to Cameroonians, right? To Anglophones, to Cameroonians, to his own people. But also Biya does not develop Cameroon. Hitler was able to build an economy for his country. So Hitler was evil, but he was able to build a country that people were able to look at and say, yes, this man was evil, but he built his country, but he was evil. Biya is evil. He has not built his country. There's nothing about Biya. There's nothing about his vision. There's nothing about his status. There's nothing about this man. He's just pure evil. Ali Bongo took after his father. Father was another Biya's friend, ruled for so many years. In 2022-23, a general ousted him, one of the first people to congratulate Biya. Idi Amin, who made the Queen of England bow to him. Right? He was ousted. He ran to Tanzania. Our mama in Tanzania is the first female dictator coming up. She's going to be Robert Mugabe. Right? The generals turned on him, resigning at 93. Biya is 93. This is Africa for you. Right? This is Africa for you. When they taste power, there's something about African power that they just don't want to leave it. Right? This is where look, this is the northern part. Look at the kids are out here. Look, this is Cameroon. 43 years of your presidency, and you just corrupted yourself for another 7 years. What have you done? Look at the country that you have governed for 43 freaking years. Look at that country. What is this man's legacy that he wants to win another term in office? What does he want to do at the age of 93 that he has not done for the past 43 years? This is Cameroon. This is the capital city. They're just running. They're just panic. There's just panic, unimaginable panic right now. This is it. An impoverished Africa. And he just won the election, like his brother, voting him. Right. This is Douala, the economic capital. They're protesting. Right. So today we wanted to just point on how Cameroonians look at the military. They're in there. Look at that. Africans, the rest of the world, other people in Africa. Y'all need to take a chill pill and watch this, right? And I don't know that this is in the French part. This could be in the war zone of Bamenda. Let's say that. But that's how in a couple of days they're gonna start doing this in Yaoundé, right? So let me look at this video again and just make sure, right? So government soldiers have opened fires on the streets in broad daylight in Bafoussam. Okay, so it's already in the French part, right? In Cameroon, Western regions. This is so scary. Look at that. Do you know how many people can be killed, innocent bystanders at home because of that level of out of control? Now, do you know the damage, the kind of bullet? I don't even know. I'm not a military person. The kind of damage that something like that could do in the middle of the city. Show me any protest in Egypt. I didn't even see this. In Nepal, I didn't even see this. In Madagascar, I didn't see this. This was posted 5 hours ago. Look at that, 5 hours ago, right? Let's watch it. These are the people from Biya's region. They're the only people that have this level of arrogance to be able to shoot, because what they know in the back of their head is they're shooting at somebody that is not their own person, it's not from their region. That's why they have no moral compass, right? To see them as humans or as Cameroonians. That's why they're able to do this. There's not somebody from the West behind that machine gun, behind that cannon that's doing this. It's somebody from the other side of the country. No, go ahead and watch. And the international community is congratulating Mr. Biya when they have cannons shooting in congested neighborhoods. And some of these houses are made with bamboo, mud blocks. This, we don't know what's going to happen. We're only going to tell tomorrow the damage that the stray bulletin just caused. This is sad. This is sad. This is truly sad. Right? This is truly sad. Somebody corrected us, not Bafoussam, it's Bafoussam, still in the Western region. People attacking the UN, everybody, international organizations, to see how the military is taking the liberty to distribute bullets. Right. They've never fought a war and won. The Cameroonian military has never in its existence fought. They've not been able to beat Boko Haram. They've not been able to neutralize the crazy Amazonian people in the north and southwest regions. This is a military that has never fought any war and won and dominated to show their prowess externally. This is a military that takes delight in killing its own people. You've just seen what military, even ICE is not going to do this. And as much as ICE hates immigrants, ICE is not going to do this. Even MAGA folks are not going to do this. Even liberals that take advantage of Black people are not going to do this. Read the comments. Read the comments for yourselves. Live bullets from a cannon. People are gonna come in the comments. Tell me, I don't even know how you call that kind of a machine. With weapons of war in the middle of the city. And you want Cameroonians. You did not see this in Nepal. It's not because they don't have a military. You did not see this in Madagascar when Gen Z rose up and kicked out a dictator. You did not see that. Do you think, true, if tens of thousands of people go out there, they're going to burn down that truck in no second. That's true. But do you know the damage that would be done at one shooting? That thing alone, both of them, would be able to destroy tens, thousands of people at a go. And the AU is sending out congratulations. Congratulations to the winner who has already militarized the cities. So who voted for him? Who elected him? Who went out there to vote for him that they're now protesting? And the chairman, the president of the council that was supposed to be neutral, is toasting and drinking French champagne. Demi-sec, as my French brothers and sisters call it. Go out there and get demi-sec. It's some of the best champagnes ever. This is not a promotion, by the way. This is a Biya stooge right there saying it's a fake video. This is a Biya stooge. There are plenty of them. So let's round it up. I didn't want it to go this long. People's attention spans don't really go this far. Plenty of videos we need to do. All right. Continue to like the channel. If so far you find interest in this channel, please hit the like button. We're talking about all issues. It's the Village Boy podcast. We talk about everything, world issues that affect us. Because what is going to happen is when Lil Marco, right, the Department of State decides to congratulate Biya because Biya has promised America, Trump and Marco, they're all about natural resources. So all Cameroon needs to do all Biya needs to do is tell them that, listen, the natural resources that we have discovered in the northern part of Cameroon, that's yours for your taking. Just congratulate us. And Trump is going to send out those congratulations so fast. But let's remind people that as soon as Trump does that, the show is going to go on air and tell people that you can come to America. Trump's not going to be president forever, right? So America has a responsibility and duty to not endorse that murderer. We've seen the videos. You've seen the people cry. Let these people stay in their countries and build their countries. Do not suffocate them to the point where they need to run and figure out an out, and they will come to America. And there's a lot of opportunity. It's only 340 million people in America. It's a lot of space, a lot of land. So if you want to help, this is the time to help. Canada, if you want to help, and first of all, in Canada, they're looking for people. So if Canada does the inhumane thing to go and start congratulating Biya with no pressure, opportunities for Cameroonians to migrate to Canada is going to come up one way or the other. It's your host for the Village Boy podcast. Thank you.